What's going on? What's going on? Alrighty. Okay. Hmm. Make sure everything is working properly. Finally got my rights back to stream on TikTok. So today we are going to learn Vocalign. Alrighty. Still setting everything up. Hope they don't kick me off again. I'll be really mad. Started to get into my groove. Guess I'll check back later. Da, 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 da. Ooh, bam. We are live. It's me. Oh my gosh. All right. A little preview of the song again so you have an idea of what we're working with. I guess I need the mic, don't I? All right, so that's a sample of the track. You can hear multiple vocals going on. Again, we have 100. We're on the vocal. The vocal start at track 146. This is a crazy song with a lot of tracks and processing going on. So the vocal track start at 146 and go all the way down to 186. Now there aren't 40 vocal tracks. Those tracks also consist of muted tracks, tracks that are turned off because tracks have been bounced. Okay. So we're going to learn Vocalign. It's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've tried Vocalign or used it. I do kind of like some of the layers that the track has. You know, if you want to, I'll take it back. Let's listen to some of these layers. So you can hear, you know, the harmonies, the low harmony, the high harmony, the doubling. You can hear all those things, and I like the width of that. I think I want to tighten it up just a little. Hope it doesn't change the vibe and the feel of the track. So that's something we're gonna have to be listening to as we align these vocals. Now it has been a minute since I've done it, so I'm essentially relearning Vocalign right now. All right, let's do it. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is come over here to the right. We are in Rosetta mode for ARA plugins to work, such as Melodyne and Vocalign. You have to be if you're on an Apple Silicon Mac, you have to do that in Rosetta. I hope at some point they change that, they fix that, they get that program right. Because man, I do notice a slight difference in some of the things that I can do in the speed. But how you doing, Darren? What's going on? You doing some trading this early? Well, I'm doing some music. It's where I'm at. It is 8:30. I just got finished filming another video. It wasn't a live stream video. It was actually the story of how I became a full-time creative. That should be up here in the next couple days. So just letting you guys know that as well. If you don't know, I also have another Instagram and another website called thegiggymusician.co. Thegiggymusician.co is all about finding your small steps every day to become a full-time creative. Now, mine is geared towards music, but honestly, you can use it for any creative endeavor. You can, 30-day courses, you get a text every day with a small task to move forward. That is the key in this creative life. You can't do everything at once. You have to take these small, bite-sized approaches to reach your goal. And that's what the giggymusician.co takes you through. So go visit that. You'll learn a lot. It's it's a pretty cool course. And you know what we're going to do? Actually, what we're going to do is if you start listening to these live streams and I see you, I'm going to give you a free code so you can get the information readily at your fingertips. All right, so let's jump in here. So again, we're going to put a Vocalign on the very first instance of the plugin. You see it pop in there. That is Vocalign there. You see it there? Let's just hit... So I've already captured the guide track for this section of the song. Maybe what we'll do is let's do this. Let's set a bar here. So we're just gonna be in the chorus range. Yeah, let's do that. Let's set a cycle in the. So we're just gonna line up the chorus for now. Now we're learning this together. As I said, I totally forgot how to do this. So it looks like we've already captured that first track there. And so let's look at some of these parameters. Match tuning, match pitch, other. Okay. So let's go ahead and capture then the secondary track. The dub should be right up in here somewhere. Yep, here we go. So this was bounce. This track is turned off. It's a left. We got Vocalign. Cool. We already got Vocalign in there. Awesome. So let's hit capture. Okay. I wonder if I have to let me reinitiate that. Let me take it off and then reinitiate it just in case. I was having a little problem earlier, so let's hit capture. It is selected. What are you talking about? Let's do a new group. What are you talking about? We're going to have to figure this out. Something is happening here that I'm not quite understanding. Oh, duh. I'm in the wrong window. Well, it still should work. But let me come into this window. Let me see if that will do it. Let's go to new capture. Let's see here. We're having some difficult. There's no selected highlighted guide audio as a. Yeah, there is. What do you think? All right. So we'll come back here and redo this. Okay. Capture. All right. Did that do it? Let's jump here to it real quick. It's like Vocalign is frozen or something. It's weird, right? Let's just close that down. We might have some. Let's see here. Is it just crazy? All right, cool. I think we just figured it out. I don't know. Okay, so theoretically, it should. Let's see here. All right, so let's look at some of these parameters real quick. Let's look at some of these parameters. Crazy love. Let's just solo these two tracks so we have them. It's the only thing we're hearing. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Is it just crazy? Uh-oh. You hear that artifact there? Let's do this. Let's take this down a little bit. Match timing. I don't want to match pitch necessarily. Let's hear that again. It's weird, right? Set the cycle region up. It comes in right about there. Let's hear this. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Is it just crazy love? Crazy love. Ooh, wah. Interesting. Ooh, wah. What's going on with Vocalign here? Huh. We're going to have to solve this, aren't we? I'm glad we soloed. Let's do this. Let's turn off match timing. Let's see if we took that off, what happens. Ooh, wah. Ooh, wah. Is it just crazy love? Crazy love. Ooh, wah. Huh. I wonder why it's doing that. Let's see. Let's open this up. See if we can. Does that expand? Let's see here. Let's just solo this track here. See what's going on there. Ooh, wah, ooh. What's that about? I didn't hear it. Did you hear it? I didn't hear the section. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Okay. Ooh, wah. All right, so it's just the ooh wahs. Okay. So is it because it's not reading? I think that's the question. How articulate do I need to be? That is the question. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. What's going on, Kimberly Dobbins? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Let's go back. So let's listen. Let's just solo this section here. Ooh, wah, ooh, wah. Is it just crazy love? All right. I got it. Let's try this. So the next part of the chorus is all right. The next part of the chorus is here. So let's go ahead and put an instance of Vocalign there. So we're learning today, right? Do they want one full guide track? Is that what they're really after? And then that'll set up all the other ones. So let me break this down. We're obviously figuring this out together. Let me close this Vocalign here. All right, let's walk through. I want to walk through this, and maybe we can figure this out together. So, we got ooh wahs on this track here. Ooh wah, we got that there. Ooh wah. Then the second part of the chorus is it just crazy love? Then we got that here. I wonder if that needs to be on one track. And then we have the verse here. Then we have the pre-chorus, bridge, ooh ah, broken up again. We have a key change, ooh ah, and chorus. I wonder. I'm a ooh, but you can only. That is the question. Let's we can ask. Let's ask. Let's ask Mr. Now who can we ask? Let's ask Chat GPT. Um, let's see. So I'm using Vocalign line of vocals within a song. The chorus is broken up into two guide tracks. Do they need to be on same guide track due to artifacting? We'll see what it says. We're going to find out together. Crazy Love is the song. What's up, Mia? It's crazy love. It's crazy love. It's a good question, though. All right, let's see what it says. You're running vocals to Vocalign, and your chorus has two separate guide tracks. Here's the ideal. They don't have to be on the same guide track. Vocalign works by comparing one guide region to one dub region at a time. If your chorus is split up across two guide tracks, you can process each track independently. Got it. Artifacts usually come from mismatched timing, phrasing, or over aggressive alignment settings. Not having, okay. In fact, keeping them separate can sometimes reduce artifacts because, okay. Okay. Best practice: align each chorus section towards corresponding guides separately. Use tidal loop settings to balance natural fill and strict sync. Listen for sibilances in okay. If the two guides are meant to sound like one continuous performance, it can help bounce them. It can help to bounce them to a single guide so the phrasing flows naturally. But okay. But if they are distinct sections, keep them separate. Less chance of Vocalign guessing wrong. Ah, okay. Got it. Check. Check, check. All right. So I got a video shoot coming up here. I wanted to start this process and get a working basic knowledge of what's happening. So I can finish this process. I can line up the vocals. Next is going to be mixing and then mastering. So let's open Vocalign again. It might be one of those things that I have to come back and really think through this and the process that I want to take. The question I think becomes, do I want to blend these two chorus sections together, the ooh wah and the chorus? Do I want to blend those together so I can just have one guide track, or do I want to separately go after each guide track? Now, the problem with that is that when I recorded the backing vocals and the layers, I just did one take. All right, so as I talk through this, I might be answering the question. Sometimes I talk through things. So let's look here. I love this song, but it has been the thing that keeps me up at night, or at least one of the things anyway. All right. Here we go. Let's listen. Let's pull up Vocalign. Let's listen. Let's listen here. It's my guy. Is my cycle reaching? Yep, still on. Here we go. Let's solo this. Let's solo this real quick. Solo these two here. All right, pull this back up. Here we go. Ooh, why? Ooh, why? Is it just crazy love? Interesting. Crazy love. Interesting. Interesting. And I wonder if slightly loose timing, match timing. Let's take that back on and let's play it. Here it does. Ooh, why? Ooh, why? Is it just crazy love? Interesting. All right, so let's turn on Smart Align. Let's see. Smart Align matches. What does that say? Smart Align matches dub audio to the corresponding guide audio range without needing to split up audio first. Ah! Oh, we love that. We love that feature. That's a cool feature. That feature might save my tail. Let's turn on the high resolution too. Let's turn it off. All right, let's listen to this. See if that fixed it. Ooh, why? Ooh, why? Is it just crazy? Sound like a goat. That sound like a goat. I don't sing like that. Let's do this. Let's do match pitch. Let's see what that does. All right, here we go. Ooh, why? Ooh, why? Is it just okay? Let's turn off match pitch. Let's look under here. Let's look under the hood. Timing default, vocal, double. It is a double, slightly loose timing. Let's see. Dubs with gap, Smart Align off. Let's try that version. It might be one of those things where we just have to try a bunch of these parameters to see which one fits. And then, what's going on, JJ? Let's see here. Ooh, why? Ooh, why? Is it just crazy? That might not have saved me. I might have to put the chorus in one track. Well, let's see. All right. I do have a plan. I actually did that already. Thought maybe this could be an issue. Or did I do that? Oh, I didn't. I did something similar. Let's so I made the I thought I had some guide tracks in here somewhere. Let's see here. Thought I made some. Oh, that's it. Here it is. Lead sync. There we go. Now the question becomes, let's turn these on real quick. So I made these because I thought possibly we could run into this issue. So let's turn that off. Let's take a look. Is there room to bring these two together? I guess I could. Let's take a look. Let's make it a little bigger. And we'll put this here. Man, that's tight. It's real tight. Might work though. It might work. We'll find out, won't we? So essentially, we'll cut that there. Huh. So then, let's just move this down here. So let's make this the guide track. Let's see if this solves the issue. Let's make this. Let's put this here. No plugin. It would be difficult. So let's put this here. Guide. Is it just... Okay. All right. Now I have to select. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to join all that together because it doesn't want to select the whole thing. Let's join these together. I forget what that is. It Command J? Yep. Gotcha. All right. Open Vocalign back up. Capture. Up. Select. Okay. Let's come back here. Okay. So we got that. It's the guide track is in there. Cool. Now, is this the right? Let's see. Is that? Yep, that's the right secondary. All right, let's see if that did it. Let's solo this track. And then we'll solo. What's that? BL2. Yeah, there we go. Bip. 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 It's the bip. All right. All right, let's take a listen. Let's see. Let's recapture. Let's come back and recapture. Because I don't know why it's acting this way. All right. So we have loose timing, slightly loose. Look at that. So the other thing you can study is this. See, if this is not lining up, you know something's going on. Let's do smart align. You see that? Okay. Now let's listen. Ooh, is it just crazy love? All right. Thank you, Jesus. All right, I'm going to turn off smart align just to see what that... Interesting. Ooh, that's off. That's with it on. Now, let's read this again. Smart Align matches the dub audio to the corresponding guide audio range without needing to split up audio first. That feature is very, very time saving. What's up, Patricia? That feature is very, very time saving. All right, so I think we got a plan. I have to start getting ready. The shoot is at 10. I still got already packed for the shoot. We're going to be shooting photography and video. So these are one of the marketing clients that we work with. But I wanted to walk through this with you so we can have beginning of our process down. That's typically how I work. Hey, what's my process for this next task? And I make time just to understand that process. So when it's time for me to come and knock out exactly what needs to happen, I can do that within about an hour or two. So first I spend time, what's the process? What do I need to understand about the software? What are the variables in the software I need to really hone in on? And then I figure out from there how to move forward. Then it becomes just the process, right? Because the last thing you want to be doing is when you're trying to be creative, still trying to figure things out, because that will stop you, from that creative process. So I try to understand the process first, then I can be creative. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to get dressed. I got a shoot. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.